If you feel ambitious about your music career, but you also feel kinda lazy at the same time, then this video is probably for you. And I don't mean lazy like you're not doing anything, you're not making music. I mean lazy in this very specific way for artists where you have all the ideas for your music, you know the perfect vision for it, you know what you have to do, but when it's time to promote, execute on production, execute to make your sound perfect and just how you imagined it, you kinda disappear. And I feel like a lot of artists are this way, like your taste is just way ahead your work ethic and discipline, and you have the ideas, you know what you have to do, you keep saying you're working on a project, but you're still only working when you're inspired. You're still spending a bunch of time just looking for beats or doing some meaningless shit. You start 20 demos and finish 2, and it's just all over the place and you lack discipline. I feel like that's very common in the creative industry, creative community, and that's just how a lot of creative people are. But the truth is, you're not gonna make it in music if you are not disciplined and if you don't have the right work ethic it takes to make something sound good and to make something actually reach new people, because that's what we make music for people to listen to it. So you have to also work on your promotion. But the main point is, starting a career or starting a song is super easy, but you have to actually finish it. And the hard part is not finding the beat that kind of fits or coming up with an idea for a song or recording the first demo. The hard part is listening to the demo later and admitting that it's not fully there yet, or finding someone to work on your beats to make them sound just how you want them, or finishing the demos. That's the hard part. That's what you need discipline for, because you can't build a career working only when you're inspired. You have to work even when you don't want to. It's just like every other business, it's just like every other career. You're not gonna win when you just work when you feel motivated and inspired. Again, the hard part is not starting a song, the hard part is not coming up with an idea. The hard part is finishing it. The hard part is admitting that you need help in certain aspects of music like production and mixing. The hard part is actually finding someone you can work with, because newsflash, you can't do it alone. All of your favorite artists have teams, and at some point in their career they had to make that hard choice to admit that they can't do everything themselves. And that's where the laziness comes in. You know what you have to do. You know that you need help, you know that you need to find someone who can get your production to the next level. You know you have to find someone who can help you get your vocals better or your writing better, but you're not doing it because it's comfortable to stay in the same place, it's comfortable to do everything on yourself. And you might think that your work ethic is actually great because you're doing everything yourself, but this is actually the thing that's stopping you. It's not laziness like inaction, because you're doing stuff, you're starting new songs, you're learning production, you're doing a bunch of stuff. It's laziness in your decision making. You can't make a decision to get help. You can't make a decision to actually finish the song and make it sound like it should. And I know it's scary because you'll have to show someone your song when it's still unfinished. Someone else will have to listen to your song. Someone else will have to work with your ideas, and you're scared that they are not gonna make it exactly how you wanted it. But the truth is, while it's uncomfortable and scary, you have to do it if you wanna progress. Because a lot of artists just stay in that comfortable zone of doing everything themselves, and if you wanna get to the next level, you actually have to make that jump, make that decision, get help, start learning new stuff, start delegating some of the parts to other people so you have more time for what actually matters. So for your writing, for the creative part of coming up with the ideas, for promotion eventually. And you basically can't limit yourself to just the safe zone, just doing everything yourself. And I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but I really want to get this point across, because I've seen too many artists stay in the safe zone and stay lazy instead of leveling up and, I don't know, working with someone. If you think about any of your favorite artists, they are probably doing less than you in terms of everything around their music. But because of that, they can put more energy into what actually matters and what they should do. And it's a paradox, because you're thinking you're doing good by doing everything yourself, you think you're not lazy, but that's actually the laziness I'm talking about. The laziness to delegate something and go all in on what actually matters and what you should be spending majority of your time and energy on. So stop being lazy, and if you feel like this is the point where you have to get help, you have to learn new stuff or work with someone on production, mixing and everything around music, and just focus on being an artist yourself, check out the first link in the description, because I might be able to help you with that. And this was a quick one, but I really wanted to get this point across. See you in the next video.